what they call your intelligence. The mental mechanisms, the codons in the DNA line up. Now, the DNA does something. It replicates itself. It self-replicates in the DNA RNA exchange. In the process of doing this, it forms a whole new DNA helix. And over time, through heredity, you have what you call a divergence until you reach what you call a critical mass. What that means is that the bloodline that started this shit can only go out so far before it starts to come back together. So this looks like a vesica Pisces, or kind of like this. Okay, so you start off here. This is your divergent path at the bottom. You move into the top. Arrow shape. The widest point is what you call your critical mass point here. This is why Jay-Z and Beyonce throwing up the diamond. They're trying to teach y'all subconsciously what has been stolen from you. This is the Vesica Pisces symbol. The Vesica Pisces happens when two circles are merged together, and when they first start coming together, then they form this wedge. It's called a Vesica Pisces. Now, that wedge is symbolic of the convergent divergent path, right? So when you have a baby, your DNA starts to go out from that child when they marry. It can only go out so far, right? Then it has to, based off mathematics, return back into what it was. All of the DNA start to come back until the same character quality traits of the individual manifest again. It's the same as having a twin thousands of years apart. Only difference is conditions change enough where the environment has to be replicated in order to line up what you call codons on the DNA. This is the same as lining up a series of mirrors on a long path in order for one motherfucking piece of light to be seen at the end. So you take all these mirrors and they all like this, and you need them to be facing like this and like this. So you're going down the street and you're turning the mirrors like this, so the motherfucker behind you can look through all of the goddamn mirrors and see all the goddamn traps. Because every mirror exposes a trap, but this has another thing involved in it. Now watch what happened. So in the knockaround game that the gods and the masters play, the knockaround game worked like this. The parent finds a child with a certain quality at birth. The child has no conscious understanding of this, but if he ever wake up and be able to have total recall, he'll remember it like it was yesterday. Not only will he remember being initiated as a baby, an infant, remembering the roots when Kunta held Kizzy up to the moon. He ain't hold up to the sun, he held up to the moon. Y'all got to pay attention to the signs they telling y'all all the time. Why did he hold Kizzy up to the moon? But disregard that right now. We'll come back to that. When he held her up, he said, the only thing greater than myself. And he held her up to the moon. What the fuck is he saying? Cambi Balongo mean river. What the fuck do it matter that Cambi Balongo mean river? Why is he telling his daughter this shit? These are codes that the subconscious mind leaks out in art and entertainment. There's only one group of people on earth can read it. The most heavenly melanated peoples on the earth, when they become aware of how to use their brains again, they can read that shit like a book. They don't need no more books. Your children won't need none, and you won't need none. The written word is the spell. The written word in the cursive script is the perpetual looping in on itself to keep you chasing your tail. All right, now when the ancient ones return, our elders got this thing they do, and most of them, most of the children never know that it took place. And most of these religious folks don't know what they doing. They still think they following a Christian concept, Islamic, or Jewish concept in their practice. But we infiltrate it because you can't get out of this shit unless you have a dog in every fight. You can't fight, divide, and conquer head on because you're going to get divided and conquered. And divided remains conquered as long as you divide it, which brings us to the events of the day. If you go on my page, you'll see two particular posts. One is the gangs are actually tribes. And we had to figure out a way around these motherfuckers. They smart. They ain't smarter than us, but they smart. They got y'all thinking this is a black and white issue. That's pretty smart. When we both getting mistreated the same, all white people not wealthy. Even the poor white people that enjoy white privilege still suffer. They kill them motherfuckers the same as they do the niggas. They call them poor white trash. But y'all ain't paying attention because y'all want this shit to work like the master told you it's supposed to work. Master is the one told you that it's a black and white thing. But Master ain't even white. Master blacker than me in skin color. Master got nappy ass hair. His shit more woollier than mine. Master's shit is. This is y'all don't know. Why do you think the Klan wore white hoods? They didn't wear them hoods so you don't know who the white man is. They wore them so you didn't know it was niggas under the hood. They wore the hood so you didn't know they was Moors, pretending to be white people. Moors, pretending to be white people. Where they get the hoods from? They've been using them thousands of years. Y'all ain't never heard of the Moors in Seville, Spain? They still do the march with the KKK hood on. Y'all don't believe that shit. Y'all stuck on them fezzes. Fuck that fez. Throw that shit in the garbage. My 360 is in my brain. I don't need it on no hat. Can't no hat tell me I'm 360. Fuck your tassel. Wipe your ass with it. That's how I feel about it. I'm going to call you later, Dave.
We're going to take them home.
All right. Now, the Moors came from Morocco. They didn't come straight here, though. They didn't leave Morocco and come over here. History books don't record that. They don't record it themselves. You know what they said they went? They settled Spain. Remember the golden age of the Moors? They was balling out of control over there as conquistadors. And y'all dumb motherfuckers think they your friend. So what we do? We sent this Cherokee High Chief in there because they can't trick us. We sent the Cherokee High Chief in there named Noble Drew Ali. He wasn't always named that. He was born Timothy Drew. And he ended up changing his name to Noble Drew Ali out of necessity. He told you, I took the secrets out of the societies, out of those secret motherfucking orders and brought that shit out in the open as a righteous man would do. Pull that shit out in the open. See, in the free will universe, you're supposed to have the opportunity to discover a deception. Well, they was keeping the deception in plain sight, but they kept the secret to the deception in secret. The keys to the deception was held in secret, a secret ritual, ceremonies and practices. Everybody couldn't see it, so you couldn't get out of the condition. So, before Noble Drew Ali was sent in to get the secrets, Absalom Jones and Prince Hall established a temple in Boston. I think it was 357. Prince Hall Mason's Temple #1, or Masonic Lodge #1. And they got their charter out of Europe because over here they wouldn't give it to them because the Moors. Now, Moors like to tell y'all they fezzes got took by George Washington. And all of they fezzes didn't get took because there's still niggas running around with fezzes. Who fucking fezzes did they take and why did they take them? They lost the war. That's why they took them. You want to know whose they was? They all on display. Them are your slavers. The original slavers of this land, all of they fezzes are on display in D.C. Big Ben Bay was among them. We call him Benjamin Banneker, who went with Lois and Clark to survey the land of the Northwestern Territories after the Louisiana Purchase, when the French found out that they fucked up when they killed Jacques de Molay. They fucked up. Get your bitch ass out of here killing my fucking Templars. You think that shit's gonna be overlooked? Mayday, motherfucker. May 5th. Go look it up. What you see last year. May 5th. It's coming back again. May right around the goddamn corner. Right around the goddamn corner, motherfuckers. So we gonna straighten this shit out, or y'all motherfuckers gonna pay the piper. Now, when the ancient ones returned, shit changed, and it changed for fucking real. And so, we here. My Legba is Machiavelli himself. Tupac Amaru Shakur. You know this shit bad, and I'm going to tell you why you know it's bad. We don't have a Legba and an Ogun beating this bitch at the same time unless it's bad. Legba, unable to resolve the matter, calls Ogun. The fuck you niggas done did? What the fuck you niggas done did? Do y'all realize what the fuck y'all done did? So here we go. Here we go. Galactic Council order. They said if y'all try to fight these motherfuckers with these rudimentary ass military shit you got, you gonna get wiped the fuck out. They on their way. If you try to fight these motherfuckers with your projectile weapons, they gonna erase your ass. The shit won't work for what they using against you. But we always got some contingencies in play. So in this old knock-around game, we're gonna knock some shit back to the Middle East. Since they wanna knock us. Right? This is what we're gonna tell them. The black stone, right? The stone to build the rejected. You know the one that they wanted to put on the outside because they felt it wasn't qualified to be on the inside of the Kaaba? The black box? That motherfucker. You motherfuckers done woke him up. Now, in my process, I ain't know I was gonna be this motherfucker. But I know I felt like this motherfucker. I didn't know when I wake up I was gonna see all this shit that I'm seeing. This is a goddamn shame. It's a fucking shame. It's pitiful. Niggas think the white man is doing this shit is even dumber than the white man thinking he in control. Alright, let's go over a little history. So we had pyramids. We was flying around this bitch in machines that they call Vimanas. And in Egypt, we flew around in machines that we call shams. All of a sudden, this motherfucker come out of the caves of Europe. Johnny ass come lately and ruling the goddamn world with no help. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, let's look at this. When the pyramids was built, right? When them pyramids was built, There wasn't no white people on Earth. Now look at the level of technological advancement that is. They can't duplicate it with their highest technology today, which is real simple with lasers and motherfucking anti-gravity motherfucking shit, but they don't. I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm not going to tell y'all how to move 200-ton stones with cones. I'm not going to tell y'all that. That's not even important. Because that'll get y'all distracted from the goddamn issue at hand. Issue is about, this is a spiritual war. Y'all stuck in a physical reality. The problem with me is I was offered the red pill or the blue pill. My dumb ass took them both. Now, wide the fuck awake in the Matrix. Wide the fucking awake in the Matrix. That shit ain't cool. The worst place to be wide awoke at is in the Matrix. Because every motherfucker around you can turn into Mr. Smith in a moment's notice. So, the Galactic Council don't want us to directly confront them on the boots on the ground style, because that's going to be self-destruction. What they do want us to do, if we unify now, right, and just agree to get rid of the tyranny and the evil, stop listening to these motherfuckers telling you you have to submit to they fucking God. That you have to fear they fucking God. I'm going to tell you why. A true God is not going to tell another God to just walk over there, bow down, and kiss his goddamn ass. That's not going to happen. They don't work like that. You're thinking like a mortal. The gods greet each other on a straight bump, eye to eye, nose to nose, no big eyes, no little U's. Men, because of their inferiority complex that's hardwired into them by this rogue system, believe that in order for them to be important, they got to put everybody else down. Well, that just showed you how dumb and unimportant your ass is. Because in order for me to be important, I got to make you feel like shit. I must be a real piece of shit. We're supposed to help each other. This is a team sport. Life is a team sport. But they got us playing this shit one-on-one. Life is a team sport. We all got a team, they call it a family. Some families are bigger than others, but every family has its place. Some families are bigger than others, but every family got its place. Sometimes people strike out from their family because they were born in the wrong family, but they need to start their own shit anyway. Like Tink Tink. She wanted her own clan. It was already a queen of the fairies, so she couldn't get that spot. So what she do? She hooked up with the general and said, "You ever heard of something called a gorilla fairy? The fuck is that?" "I don't know. That's some new shit." "Well, we just made it." Teams. You form teams, alliances. You stop letting these motherfuckers tell you who your enemy is. Your enemy is the motherfucker doing you wrong. Period. What he look like. It ain't about his skin tone. It ain't about his political viewpoint. It's about his level of respect or lack of respect for you as a person and as a human. If you don't respect your human right to have your own motherfucking sensibilities about yourself, or your ignorance. You can be ignorant if you choose to. Just don't try to impose your ignorance upon me. I don't give a fuck if you think you a Jew. Personally, it matters not to me. I'm not going to treat you no different until you try to force feed me that shit. Then I'm going to rip all that bullshit apart in your face. I'm going to rip all that bullshit apart in your face. Ain't no goddamn Jews. They don't fucking exist. They're Moors. Jews, as they got that nickname in Europe for selling jewelry, they Moors. Fuck them. They can kiss my ass. I ain't talking about the Order of the Round Table and the righteous Moors. I'm talking about them goddamn invaded conquistadors. Look at the coat of arms. It shows you who the fuck they is.